Yeah, because you too. You too. I run this boy. I run this boy. Yeah, boy. That's why we said that one got back to man.
JY family, boy, it's not a good look. It's not a good look at all. If you know any of those our father business, you need to start to them right now, because it look like the taxi man and the police them are about to go war. Well, not all taxi men, you know, say in everything you have some unruly persons. Not true? Yes, man. Me I tell you, say the man them now hold back JY family. Like the taxi operators, them did that try to carry out a peaceful protest, but you know, it look like you have some bed bug among those taxi men. Now, listen to these voice note. When we come back, we talk some more. A whole heap of things are going on. Right now, we hardly can keep up JY family. So please share the video, like up the video, and make the people them know what are going on, because we can't live so at all. We can't do nothing peacefully. Channel Star. Check out these voice note and soon forward.
That it's been I haven't sent any voice note or text in this group a very long time. Big up to everybody and hope everybody alright. I can tell you this. I was there and that person who's in the video is me. From morning we did a reason with these people if it protest peacefully, if not protest peacefully. The people them come there and throw debris in the road. We see one of them throw debris in the road and we hold him, we lock him up, we charge him. People see so we lock up the man, come down upon we, start rush we, blind way, your sight and punch at the government tire. When them punch at the government tire, I saw me see the youth in the block. I run down upon him and I tell him, say, hey, don't move, we are charged for destruction of property. The man rush off, I grab on upon him, man chop me in my face. And when he chop me in my face, I take out the button and beat him 2 times with it. You understand? I use my less lethal training upon him. He punch off of me. And when he punch off of me, he miss. And I saw me put on 2 more lick upon him, man. Because at the end of the day, means I believe that police should go out there and defend themselves, especially against persons who do not respect the law. And I can tell you, when the gentleman thump off of me now, and I restrain him with the button, other people join in and start thump me in my head, lick me in my back, push me down, and I saw me end up start use the button, and the rest of my squad then come in and start use the pepper spray. People start threatening me, say them must kill me after my left work. Man say them will come page me with them M16 and then Glock. We know say I saw civilians stay, them I go talk, but me not take them something lightly. And I make sure me tell them, you know, any or one of them serious and them ready for try, then can come link me later. Because at the end of the day, we are police, and if we are out there and we are not going to do our work properly, and we can't do work in peace without people, civilians, I take set away, I step up and we, I beat we, I make me look like me an idiot, I thump me in my head back. You're mad? No, man, that is very disrespectful, man, and I will never sit back and tolerate anything like that. And they're only going to video the things that they want to video. And I told them, say, yeah, me have my own gun, come on, rush me after me left work. Because of badness on our pre. And we don't believe in a peace. We don't believe in a peace. And you can share them everywhere, bro. Everywhere you can share them. Because at the end of the day, I'm sorry to God say, more police never out there for restrain the crowd. Because they're very disgusting. Very disgusting.
Yo, right, morning time. You want me to sit down and I think about the strike? Brother, we are going to strike. And we are going to sit down and I watch JUTC I work. Other thing I work. Right now, taxi man, just try to mash up taxi man. If I next taxi man I work. Brother, right now if you jam the whole country, brother. Nobody will make can move. JUTC if we jam them there. Catch at a fire. Or something. Catch couple of them a fire, organize. When 2 catch a fire after 3, 2 catch a fire Stone Hill, 2 catch a fire Spanish Town. Because you see when we strike and sit down, the government make more money. So them not go look pan with them, not give a fuck about nothing what I say. You see if we jam the road, make nobody can move, that is it. This is a problem come down. Them have to hear what I say. So just park up and look now work, you know, man. So man, they now go catch 2 buses of fire, block some road. You know, they just talk, you know, man. Do what I have to do, you know, who can get some power, so bring some power, so come cut down some tree or some place, you know. Block some road, you know.
Well, JY family, dear you have it. Right now, the police that was involved in that altercation with the taximen and the residents or whoever, him life is in danger right now. And I'm hear the next voice note when the man say, look here man, yo, the park up thing now go work. We need to burn up, quote unquote, we need to burn up some JUTC bus and all these things, JY family. Me I tell you, if you go to New City right now for Jamaica, it done already bad from morning. And if war broke out here now, it now go good JY family, because listen to me, don't take these things lightly, as the officer said in the voice note, because man, they might get their hand pants on strap nowadays. Not even police no have them there. They come like the man they might order some custom built weapon right now. They have some link where not even Bin Laden no have JY family. Yes, so we hope say persons can intervene and talk to these persons, talk to the police. Them have a emergency meeting. Andrew Wallace, we are called upon you, we are called upon Mr. Chang, everybody right now. This I go bloody if you know stop. You see me? Yeah. And as me say, share the video. It is very important. If you don't have to go on the road right now, don't go up on the road. Go for no pitney, don't pick up on a pitney. You understand? Yeah. Cause you don't look good at all and you don't sound good.
The protest is all about the taximan them under too much pressure, right? We don't, the government have some laws that we don't have nowhere to stop on the road, basically, right? Them implement some laws that anywhere we stop at all, basically, we're gonna get a ticket for. You understand? So it's like between a rock and a hard place, and we're tired of it, right? We're very tired of it. They're gonna take away 20,000 drivers' license. Right? You are creating 20,000 criminals when you do that. Because when they take away the driver's tool, what they're going to do? What are they going to turn to? Now in this country, don't have a lot of jobs. So I think the government need to rethink this. Yes, and wheel and come again. Darrell Vaz, too much pressure on motorists. You guys owe us over $3.8 billion worth of overpriced tickets. We haven't gotten any news of you guys the court order you guys to pay us back, and up to now we still don't hear how you're gonna pay us back that money. But yet still you guys are implementing some laws to pressure the same man them want to owe so much money. The results that we're looking for, retract, but that statement or that law that you're gonna pass for the man them to have, like, as long as them reach 10 points, them take away them license. Because it's so easy. One seat belt, 4 points. 2 points up here. 2 points of a license for one seat. Obstructing traffic. Right? 4 points. Right? The cell phone law, that's the main one that we have a problem with. They say, okay, don't use a cell phone. We agree with that because it's dangerous to use a cell phone. But how you're gonna charge a driver? Or you're gonna charge a driver to have your cell phone in your lap or even on the seat, on the seat? They're charging you for if a cell phone in a lap or on a seat or anywhere on your body. That is stupid. Not even in America. We don't know of that law.
Where you stand up and Yeah, for instance, you come in on the road and you pull over somewhere and stop and let off a passenger or whatever. A police stop you and say you obstruct traffic. Them write you all 7 tickets. Each one of them tickets they value at least $5,000. The cheapest one must say if you don't have a seat belt or whatever, you pay like $2,500. But you still lose points. Alright? In them 7 tickets you know, you can lose your license in them 7 tickets alone. You know, overtake a line of traffic, you know, do a dangerous driving and whatever, you just stop and the police say obstruct traffic and then fine 7 for right here. When you go in front of the judge, your license gone. Them thing there have to address. Cannot be like that.
But my problem is that as to the street, where we're standing right now, understand right now, if you come here so and the stand full and you go to the extreme left to let off, a policeman will go and stand there to give you a ticket to obstruct traffic while you're not in the middle of the road, right? And me get ticket for that right now is in court, right? Me as a right now, the system of way I face as taxi operator, the system need for address on a different level. Pertaining to the yellow line on the road, most as taxi operator, you can't take people from one bus stop to the next bus stop to let them have when time their workplace is exactly just below the other bus stop, in the middle of the other bus stop. Them go out of your stop. If you find a suitable place and let off, as long as there's a yellow line, the police going to be there to give you a ticket to obstruct traffic on the road, even when there is no traffic.
JY family, they're gonna share the video and you hear me ask, you know? Yeah man, up here things are going man. Right now we're not even stop it, you know, because we have a next issue with attack. A few hours ago I give you a story regarding the lady that claiming her mother was neglected and she died due to the fact that the nurses and the doctors neglected her at the Falmouth Hospital. Now, JY family, right after that video posted, a lady from New York linked me and she said, JY, please me I beg you, put out my story. A long time I want to put out my story, but me never have nobody, me don't know how to go about it, because she's really not a YouTube person like that. So JY family, me I tell you say, boy, some real horror movie are going out here. And when me say that, me mean say people are living some real life horror movie. They are facing some real life challenges at these hospital facilities. Yes, and listening to the stories, I realized that the nurses and doctors, it's like they are fed up. They are fed up, so it is whatever right now. JY family, please share this video, like this video, and spam the comment section. And if you have a story where you want to highlight or you need to get out there, 775-378-1640. It don't have to be about hospital, whatever it is. You understand? Your man give you born, you go through something, any story you want to share. Yeah man, link me man. You can voice note me and we will put it out, because I can't go there on the phone with you to do the live interview, because I work a full-time job. Alright? Yeah, 775-378-1640. Don't call, just left me a message in a WhatsApp.
Mr. JY, good afternoon. I'm calling you from New York. I don't know why you're declining the call, but however it is. But let me tell you something. I've been listening to this woman talking about her mom that died in the Falmouth Hospital. And it is very true, because I had the same experience. My son was in the St. Ann's Bay Hospital, and I'm telling you, he was in the St. Ann's Bay Hospital, and when I went there, I live in New York and I have to book a ticket to Jamaica. And when I went down there, my son to do CT scans, and I'm telling you, he did about 4 or so different CT scans. And when I went to the hospital, they had no ambulance. I had to rent a car and took him from the hospital to the places to do the scan. And each time I go to do a scan, it's $24,000. Each time it's $24,000. And I had to rent a car to take him there. And you know what? Guess what? The biggest thing is they cut my son 2 times. And where they cut him at the wrong place. And while he was here suffering in pain, I can't forget one day when I went and they said he has to do another scan, and I take him to the place and get the scan done. And when the scan was done, the person who did the scan said to me, when you go back to the hospital, we are going to send the report, but you're going to read before the report. Tell the doctor to assess him, because where they cut him to put a tube is too close to his heart. And when I went back after 2 that day and I didn't see the doctor, I tell the nurse, and the nurse said, I'm going to call the doctor now. And believe me, all the next day, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, nobody assessed him, nobody removed the tube, nobody do anything. And that little boy was here in so much pain. And you know what? The little boy signed himself and get out of the hospital. You see, when him get out of the hospital and I take him to a private doctor, that is how I know that they cut him the wrong place. 2 places they cut him, and it was the wrong place they cut. And then when they found out that what they did wasn't working, they want to cut another place. And I said, no. And from there, I have to be taking my son to private doctors to get his assessment and whatever. And when I took him to the private doctor and I got a prescription, and when I went to the pharmacy, it was $10,300 and odd dollars. Can you tell me what poor people is going to do in Jamaica? When he was to do the first scan, it was a heart test, and they said, and I said, Doc, I'm on my way. That time I didn't reach to Jamaica yet. I'm on my way to send the money, and that was the Friday, I think. And when I sent the money, and my daughter picked up the money in Ochiris and went to pay the money, the place closed. The place don't open on Saturday. And I said, that, but the money is there. Can you just do whatever has to be done and you collect the money because the money is already there? They said, no, he has to be there suffering until Monday. And when Monday morning, although the money was paid from Friday, they didn't do anything until it was like almost in the evening, going to the night, Monday, before they get him to do the test. And although the money paid, and then nothing could be done till the money paid. And then after the money paid, they took another day again when the boy was in so many pain. So I'm telling you, Jamaica health system is very, very slack. It's nothing. So I'm just adding to what the lady is saying. It is true. Whatever she's saying is true. Jamaica health system is very slack. They let me in after over 3 or 4 hours of waiting. And I remember I called my son one morning. And that time I was in New York. I didn't go down to Jamaica yet. And when I called my son, it's like I could stay in New York and hear him screaming in the hospital down here for help. Nobody pays him any mind. And when I booked my ticket and went to Jamaica and I went to the hospital, they didn't even want to let me into the hospital. The security said I can't go in. I said I need to speak to the doctor. And when they finally let me in after over 3 or 4 hours of waiting, and I went to the window and stand up, and I listened to the doctor addressing my son. And the way he was talking to my son, I was saying, no, this could never be a doctor speaking to a patient. And I pulled the curtain at the window and I was talking to the doctor. And the security came and said, you cannot talk to the doctor, right? So I said, okay, let me go inside. And I badge my way inside. And that's how I get to talk to the doctor. I keep going there. They tell you, come this time, when you go that time, you still cannot see the doctor to talk to. And let me tell you, it's terrible. It is terrible. I had to take my son out of the hospital. Take him out and take him to do whatever test he has to do outside. There's no ambulance. And then they're going to tell you, I'm sorry, mommy, I'm sorry. And then when that boy finally got himself out of the hospital, and At one point, I was even upset because I was saying you shouldn't come out because what if anything happened? But it's the best because if he was there, he would have died by now. But thanks be to God to that. I found a private doctor, and that's who has been treating him until today. That's the private doctor has been treating him. And he was the one who said, no, they cut him at the wrong place. That's why the boy was in so many pain. And I'm telling you, when he's screaming and crying, nobody pays him any mind. They sit down there, look at him. The day when I was coming from New York and I got to Jamaica, I went straight to the hospital. And when I went to the hospital, I went inside and I saw a nurse and I said, good afternoon, nurse. I had identified myself and tell her my name and stuff like that. And I said, I'm the mother of such and such patient and I'm here to see him. And I went to his bedside and I was talking to him. And while I was talking to him, the place was so hot. I tell you, it was streaming hot. And I was so tired because I was coming straight from the airport. And I saw 3 chairs that wasn't occupied. And I said, nurse, can I sit on this chair? Can I borrow this chair? She said, it's the security chair. I said to her, but the security is sitting outside on a chair. I saw another chair in a corner. I said, can I borrow that one? She said, no. One chair was beside her, unoccupied. I said, can I borrow this chair? She said, no, Mr. Nurse. I'm coming straight from the airport. I'm tired and I had a sick foot. And I'm talking to my son. He's my son right there. And I need to sit down. You hear what the nurse said to me? Just say hi to him and leave. I said, how dare you? How dare you? I said, you have kids? What kind of mind do you have? What kind of conscience do you have? You're going to tell me my son is in the hospital. I'm coming straight from New York just for my child. And you're going to tell me just to say hi and leave? I said, oh my God, you're so heartless. And I had to speak to a supervisor. And when the supervisor finally got there, she sat up and she were looking at me and she didn't say anything. All she said was, I think it was some misunderstanding. And she said to me, who is that nurse who said that and whatever? And I said, see her sitting down in front of you there. And she did not say nothing to the nurse. All she said to me, she thought it was some misunderstanding. I said, misunderstanding for you to have 3 unoccupied chairs and you couldn't allow me to sit on one of the chair? What misunderstanding could that be? They don't even know how to talk to people. I'm telling you, they don't even know how to talk to people. And one of them morning I called the doctor and I said, look, if I don't get the chance to go inside and see my son this morning and talk to the doctor, I am going to take this to social media. And when I said that, the doctor called down to customer service, and that's the time when they come searching for me. You could go inside, miss, you could go inside. That's how people are treated in Jamaica. My God. If you don't have money, you die for once. And if when you have money, you die, because even when I paid that money from Friday, my son did not get to do the test until Monday, almost Monday night. And that was an art test. That was an art test. My son got stabbed. His lungs was punctured. He was bleeding. And they cut him, they put the tube to take the blood out, and they cut him 2 different times, 2 wrong places. Can you imagine? Jamaica is... Well, I was in Jamaica the other day when they had... this thing that they call parish council election, and I was wondering, my God, why do people vote in Jamaica? You know, have no road, you know, have no health system. Look here, it's been terrible, man. Trust me, it's been terrible. Christopher Tufton need to get out the way and let somebody who can do the job do it. She said that the nurses for the chairs for the chair inside of the hospital, you know, and she's going to tell me the security chair. Can you imagine? The security chair. I am the visitor visiting the patient, and you're going to tell me the chairs for the security? While the security was sitting outside on a chair? Can you imagine? And tell them what happened. But if I don't get to go in this morning and speak to any doctor that is there, I am going to take this to social media. I'm not going to stop with it right here. And that's how the doctor call customer service and tell them to send me in, because when I got there, they said I should go to customer service and tell them. And I go to customer service and tell them. And customer service called the nurse on the ward, and the nurse said, no, don't send me in. Let me wait until visiting time. And I said, but she told me yesterday, but the nurse told me yesterday if I come visiting time, the doctors would have gone. I would have to come when the doctors run in ward between 8 and 8:30. That's why I got there so early. So when I called the doctor and I tell him, but I said, if I don't get to go in and speak to the doctor this morning, I am going to take this to social media. And that's the only doctor call back customer service and tell them to allow me to go in. And that's all they allow me to go in. I'm telling you, Jamaica, if you're sick, they treat you like animals. I'm there And nurses come and they don't even know that I'm the child's mom. And when the child is here screaming and getting on for pain, all they do is look at him and pass, look at him and pass. And nobody stopped to say anything. And you know the funniest thing? Because he was in so much pain and he keep crying and screaming and calling and nobody helping him. You know what they do one night? They waited until he was asleep. They gave him an injection in his sleep. Can you imagine? Who does that? Who does that to a human being? I work in the hospital in New York. Who does that to a human being? How can you give a human being an injection in the sleep? Normally, whatever you're administering to a patient, you're supposed to tell the patient, I'm giving you Tylenol, this is for pain, or whatever you're doing to the patient, you're supposed to alert the patient and you're going to give the man an injection in his sleep. Can you imagine that? In his sleep. We're gonna give him an injection in his sleep, and when he screams and you say he's aggressive and stuff like that, I don't know, but I have families in Jamaica, and I'm telling you, I felt it for them. If I could have taken away everybody in Jamaica and leave Christopher Tufton and Andrew Holness and all of them Papi Show down there, I would take everybody and left them down there by themselves. Patients at Phantom don't have, and oh my, and can you imagine? Because they don't even have an AC in the hospital. The hospital was so hot. I had to purchase a fan to put by my son's bedside. When you go there, the water just running off him because he's in pain and the place is hot, water just running down. I had to buy a fan and put at his bedside, and some other patients at fan, some don't have. And oh my God, I felt so sorry for those who didn't have a fan, because I'm telling you, even the nurses, I was saying to them, how do they work under this condition? And the lady said to me, girl, don't talk about it. And can you imagine those who are going through menopause? And I felt bad for the nurses also too, even though they don't know how to talk to people. I felt it for them too, because the condition is very bad. Not even gowns they don't have in the hospital. Not even bed linen. When I look, if you see my son lying down there in that great thing, not even linen, that's the bed he was on, not even linen on the bed. I have to send down money. I have to send down money to my sister-in-law and said, get some linens and bring to the hospital. Not even gown. I have to send money to purchase stuff to take. Normally, I remember one time when you go to the hospital, you get gown or stuff like that to put on. Nothing they don't have in the hospitals. I don't know what is really happening. I wonder if they even have somebody who is responsible for LCC, because it could never be. Nothing they don't have in the hospital. Nothing. When I say nothing, I mean nothing. You have to purchase everything, not even toiletries, nothing at all. Well, I don't understand. Trust me. But thanks be to God, my son is not doing too bad now. He has to be going to this doctor every other day. He has to get the home to clean and dress. So he has to be going every other day to see this doctor. And I thank God for that doctor. He's a very good doctor, So I just give God thanks still. Although when he got out of the hospital by himself, I was upset, because I was saying, suppose anything happened to him on the street while leaving and stuff like that. But God has, God guide and protect him until he got home. And then I left this doctor because I have to be back in New York, because I have to go to work. But he's there and he's visiting this private doctor. And he has to be going there every other day. I give God thanks for that doctor. Thank you. I would have put this out before, but I didn't have a number. I didn't know who to speak to or anything. I was just listening to the woman and I heard you give out your number. That is how I got to put it out. So thank you for putting out your number so I could get it. I understand, man. I know, I understand. So, well, the only reason why I didn't put it out before, I didn't have no number. I don't even know how to do it. But it's on my phone. I go and I see something that said woman kill and whatever. So I click on that thing and I hear the story. But then when she was talking, I had to say if this is true. So I just said, when you put out the number, I was so happy. I just grabbed the number and said, no, I'm gonna let you know it is true, because I faced the same challenge. It's only that my son did not die, but because of my son's instinct, he got himself out of the hospital. That is why he didn't die, because if he was there, I know he would have died under the situation he was into. Because even his sister called one day, she lives in Atlanta, and she said, "No, mommy, I saw him on video call and I don't like the way he look. You need to go down." And that's how I got to Jamaica. That's how I went down. So, I understand your situation. I wouldn't mind to put it out so everybody could hear this story. And this is St. Anne's Bay Hospital. I wouldn't mind to put it out so everybody could hear my story.
Oh my God, that story was really hard to listen to. Really hard to listen to and painful at the same time. Yeah, but one thing me have to point out. She did not just point out the bad. You see me? She point out the good. She point out the indifference in her story. I respect her for that. And she said something that we all have to look into. She said that the nurses and the doctors, they are overwhelmed. In other words, yeah, they are overwhelmed. There's a lot going on, and some of the things they have no control over. They have no control over, JY family. She point that out, so when we are elaborate on the story, comment down below, talk about that too. Talk about that part too. You understand? Because it cannot continue to run like this, because not everybody have money like that. This lady is not a rich lady, It's just that, she work in America. She save her money. You understand? She's not penny wise and pound foolish. You see me? She save her money and she knows she have her kids and thing. She want to take care of them. She wants the best of them. So suppose she never have it like that. That is why she's sharing the story. And for persons out there who just live for the moment, you don't have to listen to them something, and put away something aside and save. So it's not just about the hospital or everything is included. You can listen to this video and get an example from this story. More and say big her up, say share her story. She never shy, she never afraid. At the first time she woke up on my channel and she reached out right away and me explain to her and say, look here, me at work, I can't depend on the phone call with you because me already risk it. So if you can just voice note it. And she just do her story, get straight to the point and make us know what's going on. And here I am sharing it right now. You understand? Hours after the previous story that led her to do this story. So, as Mr. JY family, 775-378-1640. Share your story. It don't have to be about hospital, whatever you're going through, past, whatever, born, relationship drama, both male, female, obia. Because I know enough of have some people are holding it down, want to say are holding it down and all these things. Share on a story, man. Come forward. Yeah. Just shoot me a text on WhatsApp. Don't call. Please don't call. Sometimes how much o'clock at night, I call. Me have a life different from YouTube and work, Yeah, man. So, just shoot me a message, man, and then we take it from there. Alright? Yes.
Yo, I want to seeing TikTok. No one can decide your future, You have to decide that for yourself. So when I say, yeah, man, you have to decide that for yourself. So, no matter how toxic your day get, no matter how toxic your headspace feel, you have to govern the outcome. So I just put up a little video for anyone who come across it. And I seek for a little clarity in them headspace with everything we are going in them life and around them, and them don't know where to turn because everything just feels so different and everybody's so fake these days, you know what I mean? But as long as you know fake with yourself, as long as you real with yourself, as long as you know say when you in a problem and you talk to your creator hear you. That's all you need to know. And it's not going to fix overnight, it's not going to fix in a one day. Consistency. Just keep your head on the prize. What is the prize? The prize is making sure that your mind is okay. A lot of us work out with body, but we don't work out with mind. Working out your mind means you question yourself, all the things that you're uncomfortable with about yourself. Question them, you know what I mean? Check if you do the right thing for yourself. Check if the way how you live or so you want to live. Those are ways how you can exercise your mind. Because remember me tell you, whatever you don't do now, you still have to go do it down the road there. You still have to go stand up and face it. So be careful of who I teach you. Be careful where them I teach you, say. Because if you not learn about you from you first, then anybody can tell you anything. So I just say 2024 hot like fire already, and it just a start. And you have to know where your head there. You have to know why you're worth. Don't make no one define your outcome. Be the ruler of your destiny with the guidance of your creator. Seeing, and whatever the issues is in your life, remember me tell you so you can find clarity around that. I have on my glass for my face, but I don't because me I hide. I just threw me a touch the road, seeing, but me just want to stop and drop that two line here for the item to the ones we are listening, because we can't talk. For the ones that we're not listening, we have to just go with who want hear a little bit of how we can fix ourselves as an individual, as a person. So just love alone, We see the chaos over here on TikTok, but one tick, because you don't know if them ban it, what will happen to them people that will not have no outlet. So find the outlet in yourself. Reason with yourself about the issues them will affect you. You hear what I say? Yes, look into it. It makes sense. It makes sense.
JY family, come on, man, come on. You can't reach so far and don't press the like button. Hit the bell icon to be notified. And this is the channel you need to subscribe to that you didn't know you need to subscribe to. Do the right thing, man.
Me love Jamaica, me not sell out. Them try clip we wings, somehow we can't fly out. But when we there, yard, nothing nice like Jamaica. Roast bread, fruit and banana. Under the tree with a glass.